Euro 2004 is, let's say, not remembered all that fondly. This wasn't a golden era of entertaining soccer by any means. In fact, most teams were playing some variation of 4-2-3-1, with the goal being pack the midfield and hope you could scrape to a 1-0 victory. It may not have been pretty to watch, but it was brutally effective nonetheless. The culmination of this saw Greece pulling off one of the greatest upsets in soccer history, overcoming the likes of Spain, France, and Portugal to hoist the trophy at the end of Euro 2004. Not everything was terrible. Zinedine Zidane in particular was a huge bright spot for Euro 2004. But yeah, a lot about the tournament has been forgotten over time. So with that in mind, let's take a look at 5 things you probably don't remember about Euro 2004. And look, I promise, this list won't be as boring as the actual games from that tournament. It's a real shame that Euro 2004 wasn't as good as the intro package for it. I remember seeing this thing for the first time and just being so hyped for the tournament, and then the game started. Anyway, here's the intro in all its glory. Euro 2004 was freaking bright. The group stages of the tournament had games kicking off at 5 p.m. local time in Portugal. Holy shit, these things were blinding to watch. I mean, heaven would have been like, hey, can you tone that down a bit? It was that light outside. The games played in this time slot were so bad and so unwatchable that very little evidence exists that they even took place. The most notable of the ultra bright group stage games had to have been a 0-0 stalemate between Italy and Denmark. And that's well known because in that game, Francisco Totti was so annoyed by everything that was going on, the light, the other team, playing in the hot ass weather, he decided to spit in the face of Christian Poulsen and got himself suspended for the rest of the tournament. Euro 2004 gave us Estadio Municipal de Braga, one of soccer's coolest stadiums. It was raised on the site of a former quarry with one end being carved into a mountain face. They also put a video board on this side of the stadium, which is pretty impressive. It would only be natural for UEFA to want to showcase this beautiful venue, right? Not so much. Braga only hosted 2 group stage games and both of them were pretty much crap. Euro 2004 was not a kind year for the big teams. Germany, Italy, and Spain all failed to make it past the group stage, despite all 3 being in relatively easy groups, mind you. Italy was undone by goal differences. 3 teams in their group finished on 5 points. Spain tied with Greece's runners-up in Group A, however, they missed out to having scored 2 less goals. In fact, Spain only scored 2 goals in the entire tournament and probably didn't deserve to advance. As for Germany, they were just flat out bad, mustering only 2 points, with one of those coming against lowly Latvia. Milan Baros? Golden Boot? Yeah, that happened at Euro 2004. In a tournament with so much attacking talent, there's something unsettling about Baros winning the Golden Boot. Now, in fairness, the Czech Republic did advance to the semifinals thanks in large part to the scoring prowess of the then Liverpool striker. He found the back of the net in 4 games and finished with 5 goals overall. However, if you've ever watched Baros play in any other tournament or for any other team, you will realize that he is not Golden Boot material. So look, Euro 2004 wasn't great by any means, but it wasn't as terrible as I think people make it out to be. And speaking of things that aren't terrible, hey, that's the Touchback, so why not like the video and subscribe and do other stuff that promotes us. For the Touchback, I'm Cheyenne Hollis, and as always, hashtag take it out to the 25.